5 level solar storm that we had like what, a weekend or two ago.
Take advantage?
Yeah, I mean everybody should have been able to go outside and view some auroras.
Oh, I thought you meant like commit crimes.
No, no, not commit crimes. I mean, I heard people in Florida were seeing them. James Campese, one of our viewers, he sent us photos from Alabama, and he was able to see auroras. I heard people in Houston. I didn't see them. We had like thunderstorms and shit going on. So
Same here.
it was
Yeah, too
cloudy the
much
whole
cover.
time. You guys see any
Yeah.
auroras?
No, I stay in the basement.
Aurora, isn't that where that one theater shooting thing happened?
Only in Colorado, but it was during Batman.
Nice.
So while that was going on, HAARP was doing testing, and anybody who went on social media brought up the fact that they were testing was getting like hammered with fact checkers and shit. So here's what they actually said on their official website. The High Frequency Active Auroral Research Program, known as HAARP, is based in Alaska and is a high-power, high-frequency transmitter for studying the ionosphere. According to search results, HAARP has announced that they will be conducting tests from the 8th through the 10th. So these tests involve transmitting high-frequency radio waves into the upper atmosphere and ionosphere, which can cause the ionosphere to emit light, creating an artificial air glow. So the research teams announced that they will be carrying out those tests during this time period. So there's people speculating that maybe the solar storm wasn't really responsible for the auroras. Maybe HAARP was.
Yet.
I believe it.
So, I could go either way with it. I didn't see shit in the sky, but I'll leave it to the people to decide. Was this natural or was this a man-made experiment? Because I think a few days ago they were even talking about they were expecting even stronger solar storm, but like there was a bunch of fear mongers acting like a bunch of technology and shit was going to shut down. I was like, I don't care, dude. I just want to see the cool shit in the sky,
Yeah. And if the technology shuts down, good. Let it happen.
Fucking kids.
Would you be willing to explore your Undercity? 81.4% said yes with the right gear. 4.7% said no, not at all. And 14% said depends on the conditions.
Yeah, so in this story, this guy, he did a thread on 4chan. He talked about how he went underneath New York City to like this sector that was abandoned, like in the whole subway system, and they were talking about checking it out. He was being paid to see if this is where a bunch of homeless people were like living and shit, kind of creating their own community, like the Morlocks or some shit. And he found a guy, I guess he was ostracized from the community, but he's helping guide the guy. And he was talking about these fleshy growths he was seeing in these tunnels. He called them mutants. It just sounded like, I don't know if it was like rot, from like decaying organisms, but it was on the ground and on the ceiling. So maybe it was like a different type of fungus or some shit, but he was talking about it was really large. We could easily stomp him out, but he just thought it was weird that like the tunnels had this like weird organism. And then he talked about how they just got outside of the the encampment, and then something happened, and the homeless guy he was with, something happened, and like the sound reverberated in this canyon, or not canyon, but like in the tunnel. And one of these pods fell from the ceiling of these, what he called the mutants, and it encased the guy's head, and it like did something. It changed, and he started it sounded like it was almost turning into a zombie. He got the fuck out of there and made his report. And he said he lost sleep. He's like, I figured like they'll send in a team to like clear out all the homeless people because they had their own like sewer system set up, and they were definitely stealing power from the city. You could tell that they were leeching off the city.
I don't know.
It's that shit from Dead Space.
But yeah, it's like they have a city underneath Las Vegas that they live that way too. But they
there are lots of
shit.
Undercities.
Yeah, but the problem is that when they get like a flash flood, those people will drown.
I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if they already irrigated something so they could collect the water. Who knows?
We can only hope for the cleansing.
I'm just hoping this turns into like the 40K scenario with the citadels, and we need to go in and purge the heretics.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I
That'd
mean,
be
gear me
exciting.
up like Goblin Slayer and send me in there. I'll be all for it.